So in today's video, we're going to discuss the profit growth factors to know. And today we're going to talk about two different topics. One, the magic of measuring, and then a small case study on an air conditioning company. So getting started here, the reason why it is called the magic of measuring it's for very good reason, obviously. In business, the biggest expense is not employees. It's something completely different and completely overlooked. The biggest expense in a business is assumption. For example, are you assuming every employee is 100% happy working for you? Are you assuming your website is effective and fully optimized to warm people up to buy? Are you assuming you're making profit on every single service or job your business carries out for clients? There are literally dozens of assumptions we all make as business owners, and the only effective way to find them is to measure everything. While the air conditioner client was measuring a lot of figures related to jobs using SimPro, they didn't have it configured properly, nor were they tracking every lead to its source to find out what was working so they could do more of that and what wasn't to stop wasting time and money on it if need be. Measuring reveals facts that can turn into actions to improve the business. Remember the blue bucket and the profit leaks we talked about? Every business has loads of profit leaks. The way to find them is to measure, to find, and know these figures every week. One, how people found your business. Two, how many leads turned into paying clients. Three, what your website bounce rate is. Four, what your conversion rate from lead to sale is. Five, the conversion rate of every type of lead source. Six, the conversion rate of every person who does quotes. Seven, the gross margin with technical employee costs included of prices. Next, the actual gross margin on every different type of service work the business provides, collated every week and month. Then the difference in gross margin from quoted price to actual job gross margin when finished. Then the gross margin on labor, employees only. And lastly, the gross margin on every employee. What they produced in income minus their wages for their job. Okay, all very important. That list is a great start to measuring to accurately identify assumptions. Every business that has implemented the Academy measuring tools or their own modified to our specs measuring systems to measure all of these has identified significant profit leaks and profit opportunities. Some businesses have increased net profit by $498,000 inside a year just by making important changes after measuring. Finding a problem is more important than not even knowing you have a problem. It's the start of improvement. Good management is simply knowing your numbers. Yes, it's hard to find time to set in place ways or tools to measure all of these when you're busy. But have you noticed? Busyness never ends. Making time because progress is a priority to you. To measure is how to increase profit margins. Higher profit margins provide more cash in the bank, and cash is needed to pay for an extra person in your business. Why an extra person? If you hired one extra person in your business right now, would that free up a lot of your time? The best permanent solution to a lack of time is to increase your business's net profit margin, and measuring is one of the best ways to start increasing your net profit margins. And now we're going to roll into the introduction to the air conditioner case study. So, profit growth example, the air conditioning case study. What was missing in this company? Clearly, a clear vision of where they wanted to take their business and what level of growth it would have in 2 to 5 years. The profit margins were low and were negative, and financial years previously were the same. The business had experienced a downsize of over 1 million in revenue, and the owner was currently working 60 hours a week. A lot of businesses regularly struggle with cash flow, and this one was one of them. The low, under 10% net profit margin was a major factor in the low cash reserve situation. Having clarity of the future of your business is super important. Vision is what that is called, and it's all too easy to work hard and focus on today and just getting through work to think about tomorrow, next month, and next year. Building your vision is absolutely essential to become more successful in business and in life. Psychological research shows that positive thinking about the future inspires people, and inspiration creates optimism, and that leads to seeing opportunity in your mind that are always present to improve your business. With the owners of the air conditioning business, the build your vision step certainly help with obtaining a more positive outlook towards their business and what it could look like in 2 to 5 years, the best time frame to build a vision for. In your business, do you have a very clear vision of the future? If it's not in writing, it won't be as clear as it could and needs to be. Putting goals in writing helps to solidify them. And as the great Napoleon Hill, author of Think and Grow Rich, stated after interviewing 25,000 people on success, whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, he can achieve. The business owner's clients were definitely more inspired after writing in their workbooks what their vision for their business and life could be. They found putting it in writing made them more confident about it being realistic and achievable. So take away from this lesson of, putting things in writing. We've beat that to death over many different time frames in the course, but you have to put it in writing, and your vision is what will help your company grow, scale, and win.